Hey fellas, Rusty coming at you, and I hope you're getting a good look at this. This is, I'm shooting inside, which I don't normally do. And believe it or not, this is a new release from Case. And it looks rather familiar because maybe you've seen this bone before. It's the olive bone, and maybe you've seen this shield before. Trying to get my camera to focus. This is the barn shield, which is normally associated with a 2021 hit. The 2021 hit I'm talking about was a Tractor Supply 6347. So they were only available at Tractor Supply. On this particular one is now available at Case dealers. I got mine for Shepherd Hills. I bought it because it was $49.99. You get a $50 Stockman and bone. I'll take it. Especially my 6347 pattern. So that's what we're looking at here. Nothing new and exciting or breakthrough in design or anything. Take a peek. The first spring adjustment or differential is good. We do have some height here, so it's not exactly smooth across the back. It's not bad. It's actually, what I kind of consider, I've said before in my Case videos, is acceptable. So if I'm using the knife here, the ergos are good and it doesn't bother me. So we're okay with that. The blade snaps and so on is pretty decent. Actually not bad. Feel a little grit right there. So we can open it. This one's the worst. And I couldn't explain. You guys know that the little pause, like it goes easy, it gets tight, it goes easy, it gets tight. But I just kind of wanted to show this off in case you're looking for a $50 knife or you missed out on the first run, which came out in 2021. So instead of taking a pause, I'll bring out the original farm Tractor Supply, excuse me. This one comes to us from 2021, and I'm a little bit upset. This shield, this was a special factory order, and this shield, this was used on Tractor Supply knives going back to 2009, I want to say. I got some oatmeal, some burnt oatmeal. That's white with, that's kind of a yellow, kind of a white. And they did, I want to say 09, a 2010, and a 2011 mini trapper, Stockman, and a large trapper. And only available at Tractor Supply and came with this shield. Now this particular one I bought on the used market. I wasn't quite getting into Case in 2021. And these, I picked it up for like $50. So I paid $50 for both of these. And they're good knives. And I like this knife. And by golly, just about the same height differential right there. Woo! Yeah, doggone it. Very smooth over here. Should have been paying attention. Much smoother on that one. So, if you guys are into dyeing, you can get the top knife and turn it into the bottom knife. Well, that'll be up to you. So 2021 versus 2025, special factory order versus any dealer. So you can get them at Smoky Mountain Knife Works for $59.95. So while we're on it, we'll do one last comparison. That being what I essentially call a Boker. And in this case, hopefully I can get some light here. This is Boker's green bone, and I hope you can see that. And this is a J.A. Henkel's. And J.A. Henkel's is a very old German cutlery maker. And they made some fantastic pocket knives for many, many years. And I want to say in the 70s, possibly the 80s, they kind of just remained focused on fixed blade knives. And they had, they just stay there, but they had their folding knives made under contract by Boker. And so some of this green bone from Boker is just outstanding. Especially what they do here is they'll half the bone and you get this nice yellow green, which is very similar to what Case is doing. This particular one had you can see the blade etch. It was an advertising for like some sort of CNC machine shop. Not really sure. And I sanded and I polished to try to get that off. And because of that, I picked this up for like $60. A lot of these the price on these will be about $100. And I'll just tell you that this one has some smooth travel, but it also has some height differential issues right here. About the same as the Case. This one is actually worse. That's pretty high, if you can kind of see that. And we'll go over here. And I didn't feel much kick, what we would call walk. So we have the walk, very bleh. Yeah, not impressed. And then the talk. So we do have a little bit of that, kind of the snap. So hopefully you're getting some kind of idea how this bone might look, how the back springs. Case is going to have 3, just in case you didn't know. 3 back springs. Maybe you can see them there. I like to say in my Huckleberry voice, 1 spring for the Ichiya. I don't know if you guys remember John or with Doc Holliday. They said, "Oh hell, Doc, you're probably so drunk you see 2 of me." That's why I got 2 guns, 1 for the Ichiya. But anyway, 6347 and a Boker, and the Boker's going to be just a smidgen bigger. The 6347 comes in about 3 7/8, and this Boker probably right at 4 inches, the amount of 4 inch. Both are going to be stainless steel. And ergo wise, I like the Case. I like the Case better than the Boker or my Henkel's. So well, that's not a bad knife for the money. Stick around, we'll do a quick unboxing. Thank you. And here's a look at the boxes. Came in, pretty standard Case box. The item number, 09662. Oh, it says Tractor Supply olive green. By golly. Oh my. April 2nd of 2024. I just saw this. I have no idea what they're doing out. And here's a 10/7 of 2025. I've often thought that this is a release date and the dealers have to hold on to them. And that would be just about a month ago from the shooting of this video. Today's November 6th. And it was built in April, but it didn't come out. April of 24, October, I mean, that is, whew. April of 24, you got to go to December. That's 8 months, 10 months. This thing is 18 months old, and they're finally coming out. So anyways, we'll move on. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.